when you mention developmental disabilities and the way people have been treated, they get the idea that people don't have the capacity, or they don't have, they look at it as, they don't understand it. They look at it as, well, they don't have the mental capacity, or they don't have the capacity. People make decisions for them, and we do. We make our decisions. A lot of times people won't say it to you, but you get that feeling in their actions. They know where I'm coming from. I know where they're coming from. We can relate. We don't have to, you don't have to make up something. When someone says, they don't like the workshop, or they don't like their group home, you understand that. Or someone's telling them what to do, or the situation, or they want to be in the community, or they want to have their own house or their own place. I can connect with that. Because either we've been there, or it's happened to us, or we might be going through this situation now. I mean, a lot of the things that people tell me, it hasn't been stuff that I haven't, experienced. And for a lot of times, you have to be a part of that and have it happen to you to really understand it. In other disability groups and things, you see it up front because people will tell you, I don't want to be bothered with those people. Who do they think they are? I mean, most of the time when we find out that people are self-advocates, or they belong, or whether they do or not, the first thing is we're telling them about what's important, how they can stand up for themselves, and what their rights are, before we look at anything. Someone tells us, we're there to figure out how to help, what we need to do. And I think that goes back to looking at a person as a person. I mean, if the world could pattern themselves after self-advocates and run their governments like self-advocacy, we wouldn't have wars. We wouldn't have the stuff that we have. Because when someone is down on someone else, or we see people in our movement start this, we stop them. And we're not afraid to say, wait, look what you're doing to people. You're asking people to treat you fairly. But are you really treating this person fairly? I don't think we have some young people that have pride in themselves and who they are, and they go through some of the fights and they fight for the stuff like some of the things that we have. But we have a lot more that's hiding to be accepted by the community, to be accepted by people out there. They're willing to give up who they are, their rights and their heritage of people having a disability, to say that they don't have a disability to try to fit in. I think that that's more dangerous to us than even we are, or a provider agency, or a family, or the government, or Medicaid. We could do more damage to ourselves when we deny who we are and deny fighting for what we want. When we do that, it's almost like giving up and saying, yes, cuff our hands, tie our feet, drag us back, throw us into institutions, because we don't believe that the lives that we have, that the freedoms that we've gained are worth fighting for.